So we are doing a little race today. It is not a bike race. It is not a marathon. I don't do any of those. I am extremely slow in every aspect of life. I was built for comfort, not for speed. But today we are racing against this bitch called Mother Nature. It is 9:45 on Saturday morning and we need to drive to New Hampshire and we need to see a few friends and do a little hiking, all before we get some torrential downpour and some summer storms. So let's get to it.
Cutting me up like a knife and I feel it deep in my bones. Kicking a habit I love even harder. You wanna know? I just wanna dive in the water with you, baby. We can't see the bottom. It's so easy to fall for each other. I'm just hoping we catch one another.
Just be careful, nah. Love ain't simple, nah. Promise me no promises. Oh, nah. Just be careful, nah. Love ain't simple, nah. Promise me no promises. Promise me no promises.
Two things. We lost the race to Mother Nature. The rain came down before we could make it up there. Second thing is, don't make a mistake of wearing flip-flops while going hiking. Rookie, such an amateur move. City boy in the woods. Never turns out to be a good story. So besides talking about my adventures in flip-flops in the middle of New Hampshire, I did want to talk about success and the definition of it. Success is very unique on so many different levels. It is so subjective, the word success. And unfortunately, I can't tell you the actual definition of what it is. I can only tell you what success is to me and how I see success and the things that I want to do in my life. I'm only on this planet for a short period of time. I don't know how long that's going to be. It could be 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. But I know what success looks like for me. And I don't have the capability to tell you what success looks like for you. And that's what makes it so unique, because it's so related to each individual person. And we get so caught up in social media and TV and reality TV and all this shit that we see on a daily basis. And it gives us this preconceived notion, and it applies success to everybody, and it tells us that this is what success is and everyone should follow that outline. And it's wrong. It's completely wrong. Success is awesome on so many ways because you get to achieve your goals and all the shit that you do want to do. But at the same time, it's so unique to each person, and that's what makes it so different. And my version of success is to hopefully within the next few years be able to travel the world and be able to go talk to kids in high school or talk to kids who are just graduating out of college and explain to them that we live in a world and society today where you don't need to follow the mold, and you can go live a life for the next 40 years that you want to, that you don't have to go work an 8 to 5 for 40 years and get stuck in this fucking trap and live a life of such confinement, that there's so much out there. And that's the message I'm trying to spread of finding your purpose and helping you, live X amount of years on this planet doing whatever it is that you want to do. That's my version of success, is helping other people find that, and your version of success might be extremely different. Maybe your version is to work, in an office building and work 40 hours a week and make a lot of money and be successful and climb the corporate ladder. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with what I want to do, and there's nothing wrong with what you want to do. That's the best thing about success, is that there's no right or wrong. Maybe some people want to just go live on an island and fish for a living and live off the land. Like, that's awesome, that's fine, they have all the time in the world. But maybe some other people want really big houses on beachfront properties or really nice cars. That doesn't make their version of success wrong either. My message for this video is to not get trapped in someone else's version of success. You know, maybe you're very simplistic, you know, that's awesome, go live that life, but don't get trapped in following someone else's version of success of being very materialistic. Essentially, what that's going to do is lead you down a path of just unhappiness, because you're never going to have that true fulfillment of really what makes you happy if you're following someone else's version of success. The best way to try to figure out what success is to you is to really do some self-reflection. And I did a video previously about taking some time off and just living in the moment and kind of understanding what you want out of life and what your purpose is. Go watch that, and maybe that'll give you some more tips on trying to figure out what it is. But take some time off, relax, try to understand what really makes you happy. Try to find out what you can live with and what you cannot live without. And once you find that out, you can start to separate those two categories and start to pave your own path for what success is. Don't get caught in that trap of following, you know, other people's version of success. You're gonna live a miserable fucking life. So besides the message of not following someone else's path to success, the other message is, if you ever go hiking, don't wear flip-flops.